Jim, legally, people have always asked me from this case, they said, is this a tough case for the state? Is it tough for them to prove these murder charges, the manslaughter charges? And that's not a simple, straightforward answer, right? It's not clear cut that this is murder or manslaughter based on the evidence that we have seen, correct? It's not, that there are more factors to consider, right?
Well, one thing that's going to be very interesting, and I hope that we get to it before trial, is bless you, what are the jury instructions going to read? I
Thank you.
took a look over the weekend at the submissions of the defense and the submissions of the prosecution, and you wouldn't be surprised to find that they're very different. The prosecution wants to focus on the objective reasonableness standard, that Derek Chauvin does not have to have the intent even to cause bodily harm for him to have committed a felony, that he just needed to intend the act, the placing of the knee on George Floyd's neck that eventually did cause bodily harm. We have the question of causation, what caused his death? That's separate from that. But what the defense wants to put in is things like if he used the force in good faith, that they have to show bad faith on his part. Well, how do you do that? That they would have to show that he was aware that this was criminal conduct. How are you going to show a police officer was aware that his conduct was criminal when he's arresting someone for engaging in criminal conduct? So while they say that jury selection is the most important part of a trial, and I agree with that totally, the second most important part of this trial might be what are the jury instructions going to be to get to that jury that are going
Hmm.
to inform them of the law?
That's a really good point. You talk about questioning of the jury. Let's just go back for a second. We'll listen to some of the questioning of seated juror number